Where are we at with AJ Fury? Tyson Fury on Instagram last night spoke of some of the locations, said that stadiums in the UK are still on the table, Qatar, Saudi Arabia he mentioned, lots of other ones as well. What can you tell us?
No, it was good to hear some positivity from Tyson and the team, because they know we're very close. You know, tomorrow both guys will be presented with the options for the fight in the summer. You heard from Anthony Joshua on social media as well, and he doesn't talk that much, AJ, about fights coming up, and he talks when things are close, and you can feel the excitement building between both fighters right now. We're in a great place. We've got several offers on the table. As I said, they'll be presented to the fighters tomorrow, and I'm quietly confident. And again, it was nice to see Tyson Fury post with a little bit of enthusiasm, because I guess he feels we're close now as well, and the teams will get together. I'm going to try and pop out and see Bob Arum on Tuesday before Andrade against Williams next week, and then we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I don't want to get too excited, because I've been telling you it's going to be 2 weeks for about 6 weeks, but we've worked really, really hard to get this done, and we don't want to give in, because Anthony Joshua, when he came into our office after the London 2012 Olympics, he had a dream to be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and that's what we're working towards. So we're in a good place. We're nice and close. I don't want to talk too much on it. That sounds as though that's not something I'd say, but everyone is probably watching this saying, oh, here he goes again. He keeps saying it. All I can tell you is I can't do any more than I'm doing. People are excited. People know we're on the verge now, and fingers crossed it won't be long.
And just forgive me, because obviously I'm not too experienced in the business side of boxing.
Well, don't be harsh on yourself.
No,
man.
well, there's still time. What about those offers? When they're on the table, is there a clock ticking on the offers? Have they got to accept them or reject them by a certain time?
I don't think it's going to take a lot of decisions. I mean, I think both guys are desperate to get moving. You've seen Tyson Fury running the clock down this week, and AJ wants to know the date and work towards the start of his camp. He's virtually already in camp already. So this is the biggest fight in boxing. This is one of the biggest fights of all time. For me, this is the sporting event of 2021. One lucky site's going to get some good news next week, and the whole world will stop to watch this fight. The build-up is going to be like something you've never seen before. It's two British world heavyweight champions fighting for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It doesn't get any bigger than this. It will never get any bigger than this in our generation. So that's why we refuse to give up on it, and that's why we are on the verge. We're on the top of the hill, and hopefully we can scream and shout in the very near future.
The COVID picture is always changing. Is London still an option?
It's going to be presented. Financially, it's not at the races. And again, we've been talking to Wembley Arena and obviously DCMS, and the question is, can we get 100,000 on July 24th, which is the potential date for London? And the answer is, we'd hope so. It's very difficult to make a decision on that basis. But this is why it's taken a little bit longer than expected, because we're in the middle of a global pandemic. We're in the middle, arguably, of a global recession. And it's very difficult to secure, and it's not even on the financial side. It's the logistics, it's the travel restrictions, it's the testing policies, it's the crowds, it's all these different things. But this is the time to make the fight. This fight's not happening at the end of the year. It's now. And that's what we've had to say to the sites. Is November, December an option? No. It's now. This fight happens in the summer. It's the undisputed championship. We may not get this opportunity again. Both guys accept that. Both guys are ready for the challenge. And yeah, never ideal to make a huge sporting event like this in the middle of a global pandemic. And that'll be one of the most pleasing things once we kick it over the line. And like I said, the reason you saw the positivity last night on social media is because everyone knows we're very close.